We're ready. How you doing today? This is Bernaid Flournoy, art teacher. Art teacher by day, portrait painter by night, paint party instructor on the weekends. Art kit maker, right? We make the art kits. We cannot do in-person paint parties at the moment. So how can I help you? What are you doing? What you doing over there? This is art practice. This is Bernaid in her studio, art studio. Art studio. I've wanted one for years and I had it for years and I passed through it for years not doing anything. But this pandemic, here we are. What are you doing? Are you doing something that makes your heart sing? This is what I love to do. I am in my studio and I'm actually creating something, not on a daily basis. During the pandemic in April, the whole month, I didn't miss a day. Come on in, it's time for art practice. We're just yammering. Now, I have a little portrait. I'm trying to see how to best show you. I did this last year and I thought it was kind of cute. And it's a portrait and it's a simple portrait that I think that you can do. Now, I'm also going to have my shoe that I did. Am I having it the right way? I love these shoes. These shoes, you catch them on sale. They were so cute. They remind me of like the little A-line dresses in the 40s and the 50s and those cute poofed out dresses. And those little shoes were adorable, but I'll never wear these again. I've been looking at them for 10 years. Okay. I just set them on the shelf. You'll see it back here on the shelf. So I did a painting of it. So I am in the process of making a little tracer for it. If you'd like it, let me know. Let me know. Get on my list. Now this cute little bottle of nail polish. Find something around the house that you want to draw and sketch. It's back to school season. This is the time to get your crayons and colored pencils and things of that nature and look for different sales if you can. If your kiddos are at home, don't just wait for an assignment. Have a ream of paper, the copy paper. Don't let them take yours. Go get you some out here now. I think they're about $4 for maybe 500 sheets. Get a couple of those now and maybe staple about 10 of them together and give it to the 2-year-old. This is your art time. Go forth and create. Now, the 2-year-old, as you know, they'll make a mark on every page and they want more because they just want to just generate marks. You better give them some more paper. Otherwise, they'll be finding your walls. Mine did. Mine did. Thank you, Lord, for washable crayons for that purpose. But in the classroom and when we're doing real artwork, I can't stand washable crayons because they're just not the same. So this little bottle I did a couple months back. I don't know why I'm showing you these now, but find stuff around your house that bring you joy. And if you say, Bernaid, I like this, I like that, this is my mom's, I like this, but I don't draw, call me. Call me. All right, I'll do it. Of course, for a fee now. We could talk about it. If you're one of my friends, you're one of my family members, let's talk. Because I might need I need some maybe teriyaki chicken, big brother. We can barter on some of those things. But now if you don't know me like that, then there will be a fee. So let me know how I can help you. I love to create. And I'm always looking for different things. I like watching different things. You may be watching me today because it's an art show. I love watching cooking shows. Cooking. I love watching all the different ways people prepare the food. I'm not preparing all that, but it's fascinating to watch. Yep, this is art practice. Come on in. You're in the right spot. It's summertime. It's summertime. What are you doing? I need to turn my computer on so I can look for any comments. I've noticed that when I get off, I see comments. I don't see them here. So I'm going to turn on my computer here in just a moment. So get your supplies out. Crayons, colored pencils. Number two, pencils. What is it that you're doing? I'm going to move this one up here. What are you creating? Are we dropping this down? Let's put this one back up over here just to have it close by. And my lips are right off camera here. Let me see if I can rotate you over here. We're still in the studio making some changes. That's why you're facing me over here today. And my easel is right off here. So hold on. We're going to twist and turn just a little bit. Okay. So that is what's going on over there. Let me see if I twist and turn a little bit. Will you see a load of laundry? Possibly. Okay. So let me twist and turn back. I need to be able to do this with ease. Let me see. There we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. So let me let you look at that while I get my computer together. Art practice has started. And I also noticed that the Facebook sends out notifications and people seem to get them about 8 minutes into the broadcast. Let's see, Facebook. So then I can see what it is that you're doing. See what it is that you're saying. And we'll get started. I've got water, I've got paint. I think I want to do a little summertime something today. Now I'm going to have to turn you upside down and we may have to travel again. And it's still rocking and reeling. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you doing acrylic paint like me? Are you doing some home decor? Oh my goodness. We've got something coming up. Now, summer kits. If you want a summer kit, just get into the private message or the messenger or email me at info, I-N-F-O, at thepaintedpost.com if you want a summer kit or if you want something for you and your kiddos to paint for a moment. All right, it looks like I am live. Yay, 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 yay. That's great. So I am live over there. And then let me find myself again. We're still learning how to make sure that we're not missing out on your comments. Okay, let me go to my page. And there we are there. Hey, coolness. All right, so let me pop this out. We're ready to rock and roll. Excuse me. Feel one of those sneezes coming on. Oh! Bless me. Now, what are we going to do when we have to sneeze in a mask? Let me get real close and ask you. Do I see any comments rolling on that? Oh, Lord, what are we going to do? So we are here in Indianapolis. I hope you're safe. I hope you're staying well. We are starting school on the 17th, and it will be virtual. Are you, because I'm trying to figure out where am I looking. Let me look up here. Are you starting, are your people, are your students in your area starting school in person, or are they starting virtually, or are they doing a creative mix so that the room isn't jam-packed? Okay, I work at a school with lots of children. It's not a 200 student population, it's 600. And I'm glad that we're starting off slowly. Okay, let me just put that out there. Thank you. Thank you to all who made that decision to start off slowly. Oh, hi, neighbor. Neighbor's going to work. Come on and start the car. All right. Their school districts where they're having cases now. Stay safe, people. Stay safe. All right, so we are yammering. It is 8:09, so I imagine the people have received their notifications. Oh, and if you are a replay viewer, thank you. Thank you. Let me tell you how to pop on. There's a little line. You just kind of see what's going on, and then you just fast forward. If you haven't learned how to do that during this pandemic, I'm a YouTube time and a half person, time and a quarter, double time. All right. I am standing here looking at you, and you're looking at me. I'm trying to find this computer. Okay, so we've got one there, and that is on mute, and we've got this one here. Okay, let me pull this one down and out. Okay, so it's over here to the side. Let me pull this close, and let's get down to what you came here for, which is art practice. Once again, what are you doing upon today? Okay, let me put the comments over there. Let me hope is that still going to be what you came here for? Which is, hold on. Okay, so that is now, I just wanted to make sure that if anybody popped on, I could see them. Okay, there we go. So now, we're gonna do a little cute. I'm not gonna transfer it to Canvas, and I don't know if I wanna do 2 cutes or just one today. I am going to have you travel with me again, and I may have to paint upside down. I need a studio director. Okay, I don't know, I just have this down up in here that I just want to do. I just need another one. Let me see, the lights are kind of bright. This is red, it's kind of looking pink. Let me back up away from the light. I don't know if that's any better. But anyway, we're going to get in here, and we're going to do us a little refreshing watermelon. What's your favorite summertime fruit? I actually have not had this summer, because I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a kid anymore. It hits differently down up in here. What is your favorite fruit? Cantaloupe, plums, nectarines, peaches, grapes, all in the summer. My grandmother would have them all. Now, I don't know if your granny is still alive or not, but I have phenomenal memories of my grandmother. All right. I don't have a tablecloth on this table. I snatched it off, and I'm just trying to do everything in my power not to get paint on my table. So this is what I'm going to do. And I need to find, oh, Lord, help me. Find the cute. Where is the cute? Over here. All right. So I've got a picture of the cute, and then you will see. Let's see, how are we going to do this without disrupting everything? You almost need to come over here. Oh, Lord, that's going to take some finagling. But I tell you what, let's move our little characters. Okay, let's move those out of the way. And let's go travel. Renee, you should have this figured out by now. Yep, I sure should. Oh, Lord, if you get a view of that over there. Well, it is what it is. I've got stuff ready to hang up. So it's just kind of opened up out of the package and all over the place. So I'm going to angle you down. Okay. There we go. And I wonder if I can just do it upside down. I want to do this one too, but we may save that one for tomorrow. And this, you can order this as a kit. And I can transfer it for you, or you can transfer it yourself. And that saves you about $5. So let me know. But we're going to go ahead and hit this watermelon right quick. All right. Now, of course, my other container with all of my paint is over there. Let's go ahead and pour some of this out. Okay. And I'm just pouring. And you see, you don't need a lot. Okay. We have to say that in our paint parties that, you know, just squeeze out maybe about a quarter's worth. Okay. I don't know. Some of this has been sitting around here for a while. I am going to get a little bit of green. I don't need to squeeze out green because I can make it. And maybe I'll just mix that up for you right quick so you can see just how easy. Oh, this one I think I can squeeze out the top. Some of them, what am I saying? Some of the paints, it's just easy for me to just open it up. All right. And I definitely need some black, don't I? For the seeds. I put out a little purple. I don't know what you're saying. I put out a little purple because I like that along with the black to give it a little bit of extra character. This is let me turn it this way. Let's see, what can I do differently on here? Should I do anything different? I don't know. Let me look and see if you have said something. Right quick. I just don't want to ignore anybody. Good morning, beautiful. Hoping you are well. See, I don't want to miss out on deliciousness. All right. I think we're just going to go for what it is. All right. Once again, I've got my little 1-inch foam brush. Most of the time that will last a good while. It's inexpensive, but it does a really, really good job. This is what I'm putting in my art kits right now, but we might change that up a little bit to maybe a more realistic, what am I saying? More realistic brush. Can't even get the words out. And then this is like a 1/4-inch flat. And this is like a #1 round. These three, over this past few months, I have discovered that those are powerhouses. Okay, they do a really good job. Let me make sure I have them right here for us. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. It is now 8:17. Okay, I think we're starting maybe 3 minutes sooner than what we did yesterday. So, am I doing this upside down? I don't want to do this upside down. I really don't. Let me aim you this way a little bit more. Okay, let's see if we can angle these lights down a little bit more over here. Honey, I really do need somebody in here to do this tech. But until that happens, you got this chick, okay? All right, so we're just going for it. I've already dampened my brush. I really don't want the paint to rise up any higher because then it's just a waste of paint and it's more difficult to clean out. So you want to try to keep it down in this bottom 4th. And I'm not even going to say bottom 3rd, bottom 4th. Okay, so we're painting upside down. And today, just for time's sake, I am not going to paint the sides. I feel like I'm walking out the house without earrings when I do that. I don't know how to act without my earrings on. Now, I know some ladies feel that way about their mascara and lipstick. Sometimes for me, I don't care about the mascara. I can't tell you last time I put on any mascara. And lipstick as much as I do the earrings. I don't know. That's, you know, it's funny how we are all a little different. Okay, so we are just covering all of this up. You know what? I need probably a different box to prop this up so that you have a better viewing experience. So all I'm doing now is just going back to make sure. Well, let me get me a, you know, every now and again you'll get your little art glob, a little paint glob. So you just get that out of the way. It won't hurt anything. So if you see that in your paint, it's just some of the paint ages a little faster. All right. So now This is a nice coloring. And maybe I'll have a little curve to it. I probably should do a wedge of some sort. Am I going to change my mind midway? You know what? I am. I'm changing my mind. Okay, we're going to do us a wedge. Okay. Let me do this right here. I can change my mind. You can too. I enjoy creating. Am I going to do this way? You know what? I'm sorry, people. We are just changing our minds up in here. And I'll show you about mixing that green. Look, they wanna get in there and mingle and mix anyway. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This is just dry paint from yesterday. This is why I much rather, and this is all dry. This is just for show. This is what would come in an art kit that I would send to you directly. This is why. Let me see if you can get in here and see. This is why you don't want your paint to be applied thickly because it will crack. This is craft paint that I'm using. Do we have artist's version? Yes. But for things such as this, craft paint will work just fine. So don't think you have to go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. This is a little hobby that you can get started for inexpensively. So let this dry, and I'm going to go dig out a box to prop up so that we're a little bit closer for a better viewing experience. What are you doing? Are you starting your second layer? Here is the perfect box. Now remember, your art teachers are really just one bag away from being hoarders, okay? And this is what I tell people. I am 1 or 2 Walmart bags away from being on the hoarder show, okay? So this is a little bit better, I think. Let's see if we can get the light to work a little bit better for us. Okay, let's see. We can get this down here. I am hoping that is a little better. Cool. Now, I may knock that camera just a tad. All right. Whoop, let me get this off of this wire right quick. All right. That is a little closer. Let me get over here and see if it's a better viewing experience. I hope so, because I can't see with the lights being blinding like that. All right. I think I'm just going to do a little slice. How come I didn't think about that before? So we're changing mid-stride. And so this is how we're going to do it. I didn't squeeze out any black. What did I just do with the paint that I just had? Oh, here it is, Lord. Please, somebody come get me. All right. Let me put out a little bit of black over here. And your paints, if you're doing something, just throw stuff in a box so that when you reach for it, it's there. And then even if it's right in front of you, like it was for me just now, you can still kind of grab things up pretty quickly. So I am, and I don't know if you can see this. Look at that. You see that blob coming up out of there like that? That means this paint is getting a little bit old. You know how you make a pudding? Oh, Lord, and I'm going way back. We just did the box pudding. You make the pudding, and it gets a skin on top. Same with glue in the classroom, you know. You just peel off that, and you keep it moving. Let's see. Which way am I going? I am so excited. I'm so excitable. And I just have this one over here. I promise you we're trying to change things to get better up in here. Where in the world? Because I came through and I did like a quick little photo shoot yesterday, and I just throw everything everywhere. And then, you know, when it's time for me to go on the air, I can't find anything. Does that happen to you? Hopefully this is dry back here. I may have to change that coloring back here just a bit. And I want to use this marker, but you know what? We're going to go on here with a little trusty dusty pencil. Let me make sure this is cool. There we go. This is still right over here for the people. All right. So, all right. So I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to come on down here in this paint. Okay. We want to make extra noise. That's fine. All right. So we're just going to have our little wedge right here. So while we've got a little red on here, I am just going to do a little dollop. Just a little bit, just a little drop right there. Honey, I have flipped my whole studio around, so I am just in here. All right, so there we go. All right. And I'm just kind of going by memory because when I do this with the kiddos, we'll look online and we'll look at pieces of watermelon. We'll look at whole watermelons, ones that have been cut in half, slices, and as they're watching, oh, that looks good, that looks good. I'll copy and paste it into a Word document. And so when we're ready to actually create, you know, take your paper and let's get started. Then they have something to refer to. Let me see if I can do this because that knocking, pardon me, people, that knocking, oh, thank you. That's so much better. That knocking was going to just kind of do me in. Now what I'm going to do, this is almost dry. Let me go in here. This is almost dry. So I'm just going to wipe up what's not. Oh. Okay. So I know it looks like a hot mess and a mistake, and I'm kind of glad that it does because I want you to be fearless. It's just some paint, you know, that we're just moving around and manipulating. So I'm going to just do a little white out here. That's what I said. I don't know if the white wants to cooperate. Are you going to cooperate? Because we are on camera. Baby, I do not need anybody else to make faux pas up in here for myself because I can do them just fine on my own. Okay. It's morning, okay? So the white said, I'm sorry. All right. We accept your apology. Now, what I'm going to do, just because it's fun, let me see, that's 8:27. We should be able to be finished in another, like, 13 minutes. Should be able to. I'm just going to dip just a little bit. I don't know how you see, just, let me get over here, just a little tiny bit in that blue, because now I'm going to do a little mixing right on the, and I like to plan stuff out, but I like to improvise too. I've got too much white out here. Let me pull that so we don't waste. Okay. Now you don't do this paint party. Don't do that. Don't do that. Your hostess won't appreciate it. Okay, so we're just lifting off some of this. So now I think this is enough. Let's go on in here. So we're just going to move this all over. I should have maybe a slightly bigger brush, but this 1/4 inch, baby, I don't know. I have fallen in love with it. It could be maybe a sunset back here, but I think we're going to try our hand at a little bit of a blue sky with clouds. And the mighty watermelon is just going to be right here. Okay. Now I'm picking up more red than what I want back here because I didn't let it dry. Okay. Feel my pain. I'm going to go back in and get just a little bit more blue. I think you can see that. So we're just going to go on up in here. This is where it gets fun, color mixing. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm just going to go in a little bit closer. And I'm still picking up that red, which I don't want. But if it happens, that's okay. We'll chalk it up to artistic license. Now, you know I want to paint on the sides here because I'm that girl. I'm that girl. What kind of creator are you? Do you get in there and just go for it? Or do you have to have every little thing mapped out for you? Or are you half and half? Which camp are you in? Girl, if you don't plan it out for me, I'm not doing it. Okay. Then I know how to help you. Then I need you to take some lessons from some of my kinders, baby. These kindergartners, they are fearless, toothless, and fearless. Okay. Now, see, I'm spending more time than what I need to because I have a smaller brush. But it's fun. Are you one that likes the process? And I have some of those at paint parties. It's like, babe, why don't you go ahead and use this brush? Because usually I have, I don't know, 7, 8 different brushes that they can use. Why do I do that? Because cleanup is terrible. But it's so much fun for the event. Let me see. Do I have my, let me make sure I have my triangle. Because I did want my slice to be nice and large. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go on down here. Since I have it on my brush. Because I'm not sure what color I want down here. Since I have some of this on my brush, I'm just going to smooth this out right here. I'm going to leave the background alone. Okay. Child, I don't know about you. I don't know what you're saying, but baby, I've invited you in, but this is my joy. Okay, this is my fun time. What is it that you're doing? Are you making coffee? Are you on your second cup? Do you have the kiddos around? And I need to probably do something specifically for them. Okay, so while that's drying back there, and we may go back there and do something else, maybe tomorrow. Now we're going to go ahead and work on a little bit of the little green down here. And then, we just have this. I don't know. Did I do this? I think I did this maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember anymore. But this was something different. I normally do not do this because, I'm the portrait painter artist. But baby, I tell you, I have had a ball doing the more crafty. Please excuse me. So let me see. I want to throw a few seeds down here too. But let me see about the mixing of the green. I should. You know what? I am going to use this because this is a powerhouse. Let me go ahead. I still have a little bit of I'm blinded by this light. I can't see, but I hope that it's a good thing for you. This little 1/4 inch, and it's inexpensive. I am going to now, let me get close. Let me get close so the magic can happen. Like I said, I didn't need to pour out green because I know how to make green. And I want you to know how to make green too. Now, because I have a little white in my brush, it's going to kind of neutralize the potency. So it's more of like a pale green. But if I didn't have that white in my brush, it would be just as bright. I don't know what you're seeing here, Lord. Let me see what these people are seeing. Where is the green? Yep, it would be just as potent as that. There we go. So we've got some green here. And I probably should have had a little bit more yellow there. I might have to squeeze out a little bit more. I'm going to go into this white just a little bit over here that we didn't waste. Okay. I don't know about you, baby, but I'm having a good time. I need to look up a slice of watermelon. So the red, for the most part back here now, is pretty much dry, pretty much set. Okay. That's okay if it's picking up some of that red. All right. So I'm just still trying to get that shape too. Because we really don't see this green part. So we're just going to pretend that the slice is kind of angled away from us a little bit. Now let me see if I'm going to, let me check this time. Woo, let me hurry up. Y'all pardon me, I'm gonna be quiet for just a moment. I can't be quiet because I'm teaching. I'm going in with just a little bit of black because I'm trying to think. I think I want the light to come from this direction. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to throw a little pink back here in this background. Cleaning out my brush just a little bit and never let that brush sit. Let me put a little water on there because then it'll make it a little bit easier to clean up. Giving you guys my painting tips. What are some of yours? Oh Lord, there's a comment or two over there. Let's see. Make sure I'm not ignoring the people. Move down over here. Come on and behave now, computer. There we go. Ah! Oh, how are you? Hoping you're well. Great, thanks so much. Let me go ahead and throw a few likes around right quick. Let me get back to this painting. You know what? There we go. There we go. All right, let me get back to this painting because the seeds are very easy. I want to show you this with acrylics, and then now see if I start go digging around over there, then I'm going to start knocking things over. Then I also want to show you a wet on wet technique that we use with great success with our kinders and our little first graders, where you have just a regular piece of copy paper. I cut out like a little triangle like I did here. And then I have the kindergartners draw maybe 5 or 6 little seeds with their crayons. I don't even have them do it with pencils. So they make 5 or 6. Some end up with 60. Okay, 60 times 3. Okay, because they create, baby, the kindergartners. And I know I started that before. You need to learn from the kindergartners. They see paint. They have no fear. They just want their hands in it and let's go. What? You got an instruction for me? What? Don't give me an instruction. Because you know what? I know what to do with this stuff. They are professionals already. Now, I'm looking for my paint, people. We may have to just go with our purple because our pink, like I said, I have thrown things everywhere in here trying to make some changes. You know, it has to sometimes get a little worse before it gets better. So I'm going in with just a little bit of pale purple down here. And I'm going to hit this down here. And like I said, I want the light to come from that angle. So I think I'm going to do a little this. Little more intense purple in that shadow. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this red down here. Should have made the slice a little bigger. But you know what? You can always make another. Let me go in here and throw. This should be dry in a couple minutes. That's a good thing about acrylic paint. If you think that you've made a mistake or something, you can go in there and fix it relatively easily. I'm just going to fade this. I said I was going to fade it. I'm going to bring this over. Now, my little kiddos, they know about Wayne Thiebaud. We studied Wayne Thiebaud and his blue shadows, his blue-violet shadows. One of the kids told me, honey, you can't pull any wool over their eyes. They know what they're talking about. All right, so we've got that kind of thing going on. Let me lift up because I don't have any paint on the sides. Utility girl, child. I don't know what we're saying. We'll keep on moving. So now we're going to get in here and do the seeds. That's 8:38. Good, googly muggly. So I'm trying to see if I want to just stick with my big brush. Let me try it out on a piece of paper. Okay. Always keep these little flyers around. Let me just see if I touch it here. If that'll make a good seed, that'll make a good seed. So let's go for it. Do we want that one? Okay, honey. And let me show you what I'm doing. I'm just kind of dipping one corner in, and I'm going to touch it on the plate just to get some of that paint off, or not. Okay, that makes a good seed. Oh, look at here. Here's another one of those little art, one of these little paint, what do you call it, blobs. Let me move that off to the side. I could hear now, teacher. Oh, this is so much fun. If you want a printable, let me know. I'll get you one. Okay. So I think, I don't know if I want to do the shadow or maybe a little highlight. I don't know. I have been wanting to do this watermelon for forever. Let me clean out this brush. So we got our seeds in there. So we got the basic. And it's okay if you do not finish a painting in one setting, because sometimes they take a little bit longer. Give yourself grace. So if you got other things to do, come back and another time. So I am going to go in here and I'm going to do a little shadow. So we did our little, like a little purple here. And I'm going to just slide this in here just a little bit, just because I'm going to pretend this is touching now. I need to put my finger down to anchor. So I'm going to put it down here on my little board here. And I'm just going to go in here and touch it. Just a little bit. I'm going to go in and grab a little bit more purple. And it's not dark enough, so I'm going to go in here with a little blue. And that blue is not dark enough, so I'm going to go in here with a little bit of black. Do a quick little bit of color mixing right here. Okay. Let me just pull just a little bit more this way. Man, I'm making all kinds of noise on this cardboard box. So I'm trying to see, do I want an angle coming this way? Or is it touching and we see the angle this way? So many creative decisions. I don't have any more red. Let me get some red. Our practice is 8:41. It is officially over. This is just, us cleaning up. Uh-oh, I'm pouring out too much red over here. So gather up all of your things. Thank you so much for coming. This is Grenade Flournoy, art teacher. Or should I say kid out here on the playground, baby? What am I doing? Let's see. Let's bring a little bit of this over here. You know what? We're going to use that background to our advantage. We're going to let that kind of be. Now, see, I need to be looking at a slice. So over here, let me clean this out. So we want to try to make it look a little 3D. Now, see, I'm ready to do a slice of pizza, maybe a little piece of lime or lemon. Okay, so let me add a little bit more. Matter of fact, I'm going to go in here with a little bit of this violet. Boop. Pop some more right here. Boop. Okay, so now let's go in here with a little bit of light. It's 8:43. Let's see if we can get this done in just a moment. Let's hit this like that. Okay, so we got our little, I guess it's rocking, baby. I don't know what it's doing. So now I'm going to go in with just direct black right here. Because we're just going to say this is just touching right here. Right. And then with our green, we're just going to add a little bit. Let's see, we poured out this for real green and we're really not even using it. We're just going to add this right here, though. Right on this corner. Whoops, no, see, I got too thick. And I'm trying to rush. But that's okay. We're going to use it to our advantage. We're going to say we meant to do that. All right. Pull it out that way. Wonderful. And now, this is what I was going to do earlier too. I'm going to go in with my violet and touch in right over here. Let's see, is this dry? It's dry enough for me to anchor my little pinky. Let's see, my hands are shaking now because I'm trying to rush. Let's go ahead with a little bit of this around each little seed. That gives a little bit more color. But if you just want it to be black and red, it's fine too. All right. This is Brene Flanoy, art teacher, portrait painter, paint party instructor, maker of the art kit, kindergartner, wrangler in the art room, nose wiper. We're not wiping heinies anymore. Glory to God. All right, so this we need a little highlight. Do we want to go in yellow? No, we're just going to keep it with the violet. So I'm mixing in. That is 8:45. Get your things. Let's get out of here. I'm just going to go in with a boop. Angle this down. Let me hit this right here. I saw someone in a group that I'm in that they painted a watermelon. I've been wanting to paint one. And so thank you. I have to go maybe back to that thread and let them know thank you for inspiring me to get my tail in gear and paint this little watermelon. So there we go. All righty. It is watermelon time. Go get your slice. Go get your little slice. And it's fun. And maybe you might write something cool up here, like the word cool. Now, if my handwriting skills were decent, I would maybe do that. So this is a little slice of summer. My paint sign. I don't have my create sign back up over there. But this is Brene Flanoy. Now the lights are super bright. Just throwing some paint around up in here. What do you want to do today? What are you going to do today? I need to get over here to this computer, something that I absolutely do not want to do. And maybe that's why I'm not going as fast as I want to go. Got to change my mindset. It is 8:47. Let's see. My first appointment is with Perry Mason at 9 o'clock. And I promise you, Perry might just be on while I'm doing other things. But I'm going to clean up. Wow. We're wrapping up. Do something today that makes your heart come alive. Now I have to rinse out my red over in the sink. Usually I'll take it straight on over there. So now I've got 2 watermelon pictures. What are your watermelon memories? Going down south in Camden, Alabama, we would go down maybe once every couple of years for family reunion, going down to my great-grandmother's house. And her house is back off the main road. You've got that main road, and then you drive off that main road, probably, I don't know, in my child's mind, it seemed like forever, but it might be 2 or 3 blocks going back up in the fields. So her house is back there, and it would be that orange dirt road, and it's lined with pecan or pecan. Whatever camp you're in, I'm for it. And so we might pass, I think maybe 2 houses that are also back there that share that road. And I remember sitting there with my cousins, and we're just all out. There's probably about 13, 14 of us for this family reunion. And I was one of the baby cousins, okay? So we're just all sitting out here chilling, and my uncles and everything. And so that porch swing, she had 2 of them, one on each end. And, you know, she had the shotgun house. I remember one of my older cousins walking maybe 20 feet into the front yard, off to the side, into the field, and walking back with a watermelon, cracking it alongside of the porch and breaking it apart. It was hot, and it was the sweetest watermelon in my mind that I've ever had. What are your memories? What are your memories? Paint up some. If you can't do it on your own, ask me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Do you have a quote that your grandmother had that you want to remember. Now this is pretty much dry, and so now it's pretty flat. So what I'd probably do is coat it with a clear coat. So our art practice is over. I'm yammering. If you stayed for the yammering, peace to you. Enjoy your day. We're signing off. Turn these lights off over here. This is where the theme music would roll. Okay. Let me turn this off. What are you doing today? How can I help you? Let's go ahead and turn these lights off over here. Okay, turn that light off. We're closing down our computer over here. And we're going to say goodbye to you today. Well, goodbye. Have an amazing, whatever day this is, Tuesday, August the 4th, 2020. Make it great. Make it amazing. Do something that makes your heart come alive.